And that's another thing too, man. Like you said before, off camera, there's different types of wrestling fans. If
Yeah.
you cheer John Cena, you're an idiot and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I don't think that the wrestling fans will ever be happy.
No.
That's I'm that way where I watch Raw or I watch SmackDown and I think, well, this could have been done differently, or oh, why did they do that? But the internet fans need to realize, okay, 10 years ago, you complaining on the internet whenever it was 2007 and John Cena was beating everybody and it was John Cena and Randy Orton and Batista and nobody else could, break through that glass ceiling. Well, now I look at them and I say, what do you want? What do you want? You got Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, like all these guys that were the guys that you said WWE should sign this guy. CM Punk was the first one that kind of broke that mold where the indie talk, he was a guy with some buzz, and same thing with Daniel Bryan. I think they just picked up Daniel Bryan because he had some buzz and they just wanted to have him under contract. But now, all these guys that you're watching for years, AJ Styles. And not only is AJ Styles on TV, he was the WWE champion for most of this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Guys like that. Bobby Roode, Eric Young, all these guys from TNA that are getting opportunities in NXT. It's unbelievable the way the business has changed even since we were at the Performance Center. It's totally different now. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, why do you even call yourself a fan if you're just going to pick apart every show and they should have did this and they should have did this? Well, that's why you and I aren't writing the show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, they're doing it. You might not agree with it because it might not make sense to you.
Yeah.
Same thing like when The Rock came back the first time and faced Cena in the main event of WrestleMania, and you heard all that backlash because, well, The Rock doesn't deserve that spot. He's taking that spot from one of the boys. And I might have felt that way too. But you have to realize that this is a business. And Vince McMahon, Triple H, Kevin Dunn, whoever you want to talk about, they're not promoting their show to you and I, Ron, or anybody that's watching this podcast right now, because we don't matter. Yeah, we're the wrestling fans that they should cater to, but they're catering to the fans that, because how many people do you think, now this is before WWE Network, whenever The Rock came back and faced Cena, how many people do you think called their buddies that hadn't watched wrestling in 5-10 years and said, hey man, did you see The Rock's coming back on pay-per-view? We got to get that shit. We got, then you have people come to your place. How many more buys did they get on pay-per-view simply because The Rock was in it? And that's the business aspect. You could say that CM Punk deserved that spot or Daniel Bryan deserved that spot, and they probably did. But they got more buys out of The Rock than they would have CM Punk.